Hey everybody. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Sorry, it was making me do this new Facebook way of doing videos, so hopefully it works, right? Let me just move this over so I have it on my bigger screen so I can see comments, maybe. All right, it's showing that I've got volume. Okay, so I think we're good. How is everybody? So, we did the sunglasses last week, but we did them patriotic. So this week I thought it would be fun to paint them more summery. I'm still gonna do the ombre, but I'm gonna do a little bit different on the inside of the lenses, and then we're also going to do leopard print. So hopefully it will be fun. While you guys are hopping on, I'll kind of go over the colors so you guys can go back. So we've got black and white. I've got neutral beige as the rims. And then I've got Bambi brown for part of the leopard. And then we've got bright yellow, fuchsia, Tahiti blue, and then I threw in some purple, which is pansy. So hopefully that's good. And I'm hoping that I did everything correctly. Let me pull you guys up on my phone real quick, since it tends to be a problem with Facebook and then wanting me to go a different route this time. So just want to make sure we are good. Okay, so I am on. There we go. Hello. It's not showing my comments, but I can see it on my phone. So we will throw that there so I can at least see that. So hi Rhea and hi Nancy. I don't know why it's not showing me comments. Oh, there they are. Okay. You love my shirt? Thank you. A good friend of mine made my shirt for me. She just started her own business actually, and with doing bleach tees, and so I saw the image and I was like, girl, we gotta make this. So I was super excited. Okay, let me flip you guys down. Okay, so I'm going to still do the ombre like we did before. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape the sides of the glasses. Hey Linda, how are you, hon? Okay, so probably like right there. Oop, I have a little bubble in this paint, or in the tape. So we don't want that because the paint will sleep on through. Linda, you're doing good. I am so glad. How's everybody else doing? How was your guys' weekend? Did you guys have a good one? One of our new friends that we've met here in North Carolina, they invited us to their daughter's birthday party, since our two youngest get along really well, and so we hung out there on Saturday, and then Sunday I wasn't doing too good. I had a migraine really bad, so, but today I am feeling much better, thank goodness. It's raining here. Whew, it's a scorcher here. We're like 92, a lot of humidity. It's probably just normal humidity and I'm just not used to it. Okay, so I'm just grabbing right here. So basically what we're gonna do is we're just going to make a rainbow, but we're gonna ombre them together to make them look nice and pretty, okay? Rhea, you had a good weekend? You guys doing anything fun for this holiday weekend? That would be fun too. Another fun question, right? Trying to grab one of my paper plates that I haven't like completely killed. We'll use this one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this kind of helps set up the ombre a little bit, is I'm just going to put my paints down, kind of in the row that we're doing it, maybe, if the fuchsia wants to participate. Hey Johnny, how are you? You finished a baby gift? Oh fun, I love baby gifts. Oh, how fun, Linda. How's Miss Johnny? Kind of going for like a tropical sunset is what I'm thinking for the sunglasses. So hopefully we'll get that. That's the vibe I'm going for. All right, so I'm gonna grab my 3/8 angle brush and grab a jar of water here. Just refilled my water, so that's why it's all bubbly right now. I do put a little drop of Dawn soap in my water. It helps clean your brushes and that. You found out you're having surgery. Oh, Johnny, I'm gonna have to call and talk to you. Well, I will be praying for you. Okay guys, so I'm just angling this brush, loading it, and then I'm just kind of getting the crease for right now of where this is gonna be. All right, so a trick that you do when doing the ombres, kind of blending, is you do get a little bit more extra paint here. You want it a little more gloppy, not super, but just a little bit thicker. It helps kind of run those colors together. Now I'm gonna do one side and then we'll go to the other. Well, actually, yeah, we'll do the one, never mind. We're gonna go both. So this side, let's hurry and get this side here. So I'm just angling. All right. Get right here real quick. There we go. All right. Throw a little bit more paint up here. Okay, so now I'm gonna get just a little bit of the yellow on the tip of my brush, and then on the back part, I'm gonna get the pink. We're gonna kind of move it back and forth here. We're gonna kind of move up and then we'll move back down. That's gonna give us that nice pretty edge that we're looking for. Same thing on this side. And if we're having a little bit of trouble, all we do, just grab a little bit of water here. And this is gonna help also with getting that nice consistency that we want. It's just a little bit of yellow. There we go. Sorry guys. Molly is being a little boisterous. So just smoothing that out. Now we're going to start working in with the fuchsia. And I'm kind of going about 2 finger width before I'm starting my next color. Same thing over here. kind of just matching where we've got it going on here. Let's grab just a little bit of water, grab a little bit of yellow here, blend that back in. Same thing here. All right. Okay, now we'll start going with the teal and the pink or the fuchsia. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of pink here at the tip of my brush and then grab the blue at the end, move it back and forth. Let's grab just a little bit of water. Okay. We're going to just kind of start slowly incorporating this one in. Kind of already given us a little bit of purple, aren't we? All right, let me get this other side here. I'll mix this side in. So the secret is you just kind of go up and down to get that color that you want. And then we're going to start adding in a little bit more blue. Remember, about 2 finger width. Kind of what we're going for. Isn't this so relaxing? When you're doing the ombre, I love the colors, but it is super relaxing to do it. Grab just a little more pink right through here. Kind of feel like you do like the Bob Ross moments a little bit more when you're doing this. Grab some blue again. All right. So now with the purple, what I'm going to do real quick with the purple is I'm going to hurry and get this bottom. So I'm just cleaning up this edge here. There's going to be a little bit of blue on my brush, but it's not going to matter too much just because, like I said, we're blending all of this. We're just wanting a nice smooth edge to go into. Just nicely smoothing. All right. So with this, I'm just going to pull this up just a little bit here. Same thing on this side. Just trying to get these edges real quick. Okay. Now we're going to grab that teal again. Actually, I'm going to get my brush just a little bit wet here. Grab the teal with the top, purple at the bottom, move back and forth just a little bit. Get that nice pretty color going on. Same thing here. Doesn't want to get right there. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to grab a little bit more teal, kind of brighten right up in here just a little bit. Same thing here. All right. And then let me see. Can you guys kind of see how it nicely blends in? Nice and pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to just take this tape off. We're going to probably have just a little bit of an overage, but not too bad. It actually looks pretty good. Same thing here. And then we'll clean this up when we do that outline detail line. So I know it looks a little bit weird, but when we get all the lining and everything done on it, it makes it look really pretty. Okay, so I printed these off, and I think it might be a little bit too small, so I might just freehand it. But what I would typically do for you guys is just get some carbon paper out, and with that carbon paper we would draw in a nice little palm tree. And I just found that palm tree on Canva and hurried and printed it, but I didn't really have enough time to look at the size. So what I'm gonna do, I dried this just a little bit, so I'm just gonna go in and kind of sketch out a little palm tree here. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Can I go right there? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is grab our black real quick here. Hey Amanda, how's it going? And hey Dawn. All right, throw some black in here. I'm gonna get with a little bit smaller of my brush here. I am gonna be using now a 1/4 angle. And then I'm just gonna kind of use my angle and kind of just get those flows with the palm tree there. Same thing here. Just kind of working on getting this silhouette. Not liking how that one went. There we go. Then maybe one right there. Okay, and then I'm going to just take and do the trunk right there, like so. Same thing here. I'm going to just take my brush, kind of go like that here. I'm going to kind of draw this out a little bit. the paintbrush so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I just did little lines, and then I'm going to come in and just kind of make little swoop marks. I'm going to have to turn my brush here. There we go. Like so. This one, we're going to go like that, and then like that. Same thing here. How are you, Amanda? It's been a long time, girlfriend. Okay. And right here. I think we're going to grab one more right there. All right, so there are those. All right, so now let's get to the fun part. Let's do some leopard. Okay, so the back color is going to be this natural beige that I've got. And let's get with a little bit bigger of a brush. So I'm gonna go to, I wanna say this is a 5/8. Hi Sue, how are you? And Skeleton. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going right around the lens area here. Just getting a nice clean border, kind of cleaning up our edges and smoothing out as I go, just loading the brush. And I'm heavily loading the tip area so we have like a nice amount on there that we can make a nice smooth line with. Same thing here. All right, now I'm just going right around here. Getting that nice and cleaned out. Okay. All right. Oh, these dogs are playing.
That's how we.
Uh-huh. All right. Getting our little earpiece back here. And then I always forget my edges, so I'm coming in right now while I'm remembering. How many of y'all love leopard print? As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of it. I know a lot of people are really intimidated to do leopard print, and I have to say it's one of the easiest to paint because there's no rules with it. You just throw not even perfect circles. You don't have to even know how to paint a purple circle. It's literally you just paint little blobs. It's a wonderful thing. All right, let me get that. There we go. All right. So we're just gonna cover that up. And as you guys can see, there was a little purple mark of paint that I got there. I'm not too worried about it. We're just gonna cover it with a little leopard print if it shows through. That's the one really nice thing about leopard print too, is you can hide your boo-boos. We can Bob Ross it. Instead of hiding it with a tree, we can hide it with a leopard spot. We're just making it more modern, right? Okay, so just smoothing this out real quick here. Making sure I'm in frame. I haven't been paying attention to that, so I'm sorry you guys if I was painting off frame for a minute. Okay. So same thing here, just running my brush, getting a nice curve, nice and smooth, and we're just coming back in and smoothing that out. Might have to grab more paint. Hey guys, look. First time in a long time I had to go back for more paint, right? I normally am very heavy-handed. Okay. Smoothing this out, and one more right around here. This natural beige is one of my favorites because it really does cover really well, and I mean, as you can tell, you can barely see that dark purple popping through. So it's nice because it's one and done, so that means that you can get on to the fun stuff, right? Okay. I see a little bump there. There we go. Let me throw this extra in here, and we can have some fun. I'm going to hit this just real quick with the heat gun, and then we can start making our circles on our frame here. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and start using Bambi Brown, and I am just going to use the lid. I'm not going to pour it out. Okay, let me grab this 1/4 brush again that we were using. Cleaning my brush here. Okay, so when we're doing leopard, we literally just make little ovals. They don't have to be perfect. I just got too much paint on my brush for that one, so it might be stilling from there for a minute. Right here with one. But basically, almost like you're making polka dots, but not. And don't try and do the triangle print that I tell you how to do when we're doing the polka dots. You kind of just want them random. You can even do like small little dots. We could do one right there, maybe one right in there. But when we're doing leopard, just all random. No true pattern or anything. The more kind of crazy your pattern is, the cuter the print you'll get. So we'll go right here with another one. Make this one really long. Maybe do a small little one right there. Let's go right here with another one. We'll make that one kind of big. Do another big one right here. So if you can see, I'm just kind of randomly placing dots. I'll do some small ones. Almost there. So just slowly adding little ones in here. Now we're back. Okay, so voila. We don't really need to do another second coat on this because we've got that back going, and then we're going to be putting black over it. So that was just the Bambi brown that we used, and then I'm going to get a round brush. This one is a 4. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make some that go almost all the way around C's. We're gonna do 2 on each side. I'll kind of show you and walk you through what I'm kind of meaning. Oh, hello Rachel. We might need to put this with some heat real quick. So sorry, we're gonna hit this real quick with the heat gun. You're liking it too? Good, I'm glad. Thank you guys. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Okay. So for this one, we're just gonna make kind of like little blobs around the side. Just kind of swirlies, and then kind of fill them in. So this one would be one that would kind of be round. We're gonna put just a little black spot on this. So this one we could do where it has a little spot right here up at the top, and then down here we can have it just have kind of two commas or two little sides to it. Let's get this little guy right here. This one we could do the whole thing. But as you can see, you want it kind of squiggly. No true reason to it. And that's how we're getting those, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not on screen very good. Okay, same thing here. And then this one, let's do right here. We'll kind of go like that. And then maybe add just a little dot right here. And this one we can go here. Maybe leave that side open. This one will go right here with just a little. There we go. This one, like so. So like I said, it's just really random. But the more random you are, the fun and cuter it becomes, don't you think? Go right there, throw a little bit right here. And I'm just smoothing out on the opposite side of where my brushes are, my brush strokes are. Same thing here. But what's fun with these glasses is, I mean, you could add whatever kind of little silhouette you want. You don't have to add one. It's all up to you, but I thought it was fun to kind of show you how we can take one template and change it into so many different ways. I have a pair of flip-flops that I've done that with as well. Drew kind of one, and then from that was able to create other things. So it's really nice because you can use templates over again and create fun little things without having to do all the work all over again. Sky's the limit, right? So I'm just kind of working these in. Just going real random. This one we'll do a little top part. Just going to clean up my brush stroke right here. There we go. Just going to have like a little edge on that one. We'll go kind of big over here. And then we'll go just a little piece of black right on that one. Any questions you guys have with this? I know the leopard print's fun at first, but then it gets a little repetitious by the time you keep going at it. So if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. Or if you don't feel comfortable asking here, you can always message me. Add just a little there. Just some here. All right. Same thing here. Have you guys gotten asked to change over to the new Facebook Live account? It made me do it today. I was not very excited. Kind of makes you in a tizzy when you're like, oh. Throws you off, doesn't it? All right. We are almost there. Okay. I'm gonna just add one more little spot right here. Okay. So we got all of it done. Oh, I saw it in the screen. I'm loving it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little more black here. I am going to get it just a little bit of water thrown in it. And I do that for when I'm doing my detail lining. The reason why is it just kind of makes the small little liner brush glide a little bit better. Linda, you like it? Oh, good. So I'm going to use my favorite for lining. Ooh, I got a bunch of black paint on my finger. Which black paint means it gets everywhere. So my favorite liner brush is a 2/0 liner brush. It is extremely small, if you can see that. But it is my favorite to use. What I'm going to do is we're just going to outline the rim of the glasses, and this is really going to go where, or this is really going to make that piece pop. It's going to tie everything that we've been doing together a little bit more. I like to add little zigzags and stuff like that. It just kind of gives it a little dimension. But you could add little dots or little lines, all different things. Everybody kind of has their own little thing that they like to do. And if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. Like I said, there are no rules. There are no rules in rethinking. Pretty much the same with painting. Besides, don't get your hand in paint and smear up. Because that's no fun. I've done that a few times. But baby wipes are a painter's best friend for that. Alright, so what I'm doing is just kind of doing the outline of the glasses. And I don't like to get real close to the edge. I kind of like going just a little bit in. It makes it have a little bit more dimension and everything else. And when I do outlining, I like to outline away from me than towards me. To me, I don't like the pulling part. It makes me a little more bumpy. But for others, they like that motion. So find what's comfortable for you. Try both ways. Now, if this is something that you're uncomfortable doing, the outlining with the liner brush, then use a paint pen. My favorite paint pens to use are Posca paint pens. Let me see if I can grab one for you so you can see what they look like. But these Posca pens, they are my favorite. You can get them on Amazon. I have seen them at some Joann's, not all. I've learned that not all Joann's are created equally, unfortunately. But the one that was in Illinois did carry them when I lived there. The one here, not so much. Just a little brush stroke that I don't like right there. Getting my lines done here. Last little spot. All right. So we've got that going on. Now I'm going to come in with my white and do some highlighting. And this will really make a pop. Highlighting is my favorite thing to do because it just makes your project have more dimension and just really gives it some, I don't know, flair, I guess. And when I do my white, I barely let my brush touch. You'll see at points where it looks like I'm painting, but there's like no paint even coming down. And then if you notice that your brush is getting a little bit clumpy, just clean it out real quick. And then it will help again with giving you those nice pretty lines that you want. Mine's probably being a little bit more just because I'm kind of pulling through some of the wet paint. And this paint's not as watered down, so as what the black was. All right, let me grab this edge right here. All right, what do y'all think? Very cute. Ooh, I'm loving it. I love looking at it. All right, so you guys know me, we love to do the bling. I was thinking we could maybe do the palm trees and throw some glitter on that. What do y'all think? Or we could throw some gold, little flecks in the sunglasses. What do you guys think? Gold palm or silver palm trees or gold flecks in the glasses? What do you think? Because you know me, we gotta bling this up so we can throw some gold into the leopard of the frames or the palm trees. Palm trees? Okay. All right. Let me throw this with the heat gun real quick. Yes, glitter, I know, right? Like that's even a question, right? You agree, palm trees? Hey, perfect. That was my initial thought. Just throwing the heat gun on. Just a reminder, I know I say this every time, but when you're using the heat gun or even a blow dryer, make sure that you're using that low setting and not the high heat, because it will make your paint bubble if you do. Okay, Mod Podge is what I use to get the glitter to stick. I like using those smaller little bottles. I get them at the dollar store. I do prefer the matte finish than the gloss, but that's just my personal preference. Let me grab a brush here. All right, so now just another disclaimer with using the Mod Podge. Make sure that you're using a brush that you don't care about because you are using glue, so it will make your brushes just kind of coat up a little bit more and not be as pretty. You won't be able to get as good of lines and stuff like that. And then with working with the Mod Podge, when adding the glitter, I do have to work a little bit faster at getting it on. All right, and then we'll just throw this glitter on here. Now this glitter did come from Walmart. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty. Shake that off. Ain't that look cute? Oh, I love that. Okay, let me get the other side. Okay. And there we go. And then just so you guys remember, I did add the link for the template for the sunglasses again on this one. It's the same one that we used for the patriotic. But there we go. Ooh, oh my gosh, I love that. Doesn't that look so cool? Okay, let me flip camera view so you guys can see it the other way as well. So here are our cute sunglasses. Ain't they cute? I love the glitter. So you can see how big, it's as big as my face. Oh, they turned out cute. I'm excited for this one. So cute. Thanks, Linda. I appreciate it. So you guys, I hope you had fun. I'm going to show you, let me grab the patriotic one so we can see the difference of both of them. I did put this one in the cellophane, so let me grab it out real quick here. So this one has the coat on it, so it's going to shine a little bit more because it has the poly coat on it. But you can see, so there's our summer, and then there's our patriotic. Ain't those so cute? I love how they turned out. Beautiful. Thank you, Sue. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching. Let me know if there's any projects that you guys would like to see or me to demo for you. I'd love to help. So you guys have a wonderful night. I will be on tomorrow at 6 o'clock for Cricut. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.